Hello, how do I monitor trade performance without complex calculations? Well, I designed a spreadsheet that I use, and when I purchase stocks, I will enter the stocks in the portfolio, like I will enter the stocks on my spreadsheet with how much I pay for it, the number of shares that I purchase, the unit price, the total, and pretty much like if you want to have an idea on how much you committed already, I have a session where that can go pretty much that way you know that you make those purchases already. And when that is sold, the date on the same line, you'll put the date you sold it, the symbol, the share, how much you charge for the stocks you sold, and the gross is just like the multiplication between the unit price and the share, and if the brokerage charge a fee, and the total proceed is the gross revenue minus the fee. And then I have a profit calculation there. So let's use an example of the one below here, AMAT, for instance, purchase in 2024, and 10 share, that is the unit price, and those are manually entered. Pulling the transaction from your brokerage account, the history transaction, you'll be able to have those numbers and use it. And the total, I put a formula there to do the multiplication for me. That way I won't have to hand tap every numbers that I'm finding on that transaction report that I pull out, but just the share, the number of share, and the price. And since there is no fee, then the total cost is just going to be that. Otherwise, it's going to be how much it costs you plus any fee the brokerage firm charge. And then you can put that amount that you committed in here, and when you sold it, you can take it out. So well, I say AMAT, but we end up coming to this one. But yeah, so and when it's sold in this example in January, pretty much 2 years later or close to maybe a year and a half, again I have a formula here for that symbol to be automatically here for me. I'll just type the date there and the number of share again and how much I sold it, because I tend to sell all the share at once. A formula can be there as well, but I prefer not to put a formula there. So on the same row that I record how much I pay for it, I like to record how much I sold it for. And then we can come and the total proceed in this instance for the time that I held on to it. Just swap didn't charge a fee, so the fee is 0. So that is my total proceed. So my profit is just going to take my gross revenue minus the fee, which technically is the total proceed, minus how much it costs me. And then I will calculate the profit rate. And the profit rate is taking that profit divided by how much I pay for it. Those are the same calculations that I like to use to analyze the performance of my strategy, technically of my swing trading strategy, to see how this swing trading is working for me. And I don't know what I'm calculating here, but I'm using profits per share. Yeah, I think that'll just be okay, because this is the total profits profit per share is just doing the same thing. Is taking, okay, the profit divided by the number of stocks that I sold there as well. But yeah, those are the same calculations that I have on my tab that I do my manual entry to. And from there, I can pull different report to analyze my performance by day, by week, by month. And it's just pulling data from this entry here, and this is a manual entry, adding what I purchased, what I sold. And again, because I'm using a spreadsheet, I can enter formula for my months, my week, my year, and I don't have any day here for this one. And on the sell side, I have the same thing, the formula for the week. I'm using ISO week number, and entering my date here, it will just calculate it for me, the week, the week number of the year, because we have 52 weeks. So that is like week 9 and month 2. It will pull that as well, and the year. Again, that is the formula. It will pull it from there as well. So doing those manual entry here, those formula will allow me to, have the month, the year, the week, and I can use that to come to my weekly report and calculate, and pretty much it will pull profit by week for me from this tab, and the profit from the profit session, and profit by month will pull profit by month as well from the profit session. And then I have profit by day that will pull from there as well, because when I sell stocks, I write the date. So by day, all the day of the year, and it should be able to, pull profit based on the day that profit incur as well. And then I have daily purchases. So it'll pull data from the purchases side, and I have daily sales. It'll pull my sales from, the sales session of that tab as well. We saw we pull profits from that tab. It will pull the sales, session as well, and the daily purchase will pull purchases from the purchase side, and each side has dates that those things occur. So, and I use some ifs. I use some ifs, and I just, do that, and have this summary here, and daily profits, daily, weekly trade. Again, because I have week, year, months, formula on that tab is going to be pulling things based on those as well. So weekly trade, here I'm summarizing the report, how much I purchased, how much I sold, the fee that I pay, and then the profit. So it's pulling stocks that are sold, is pulling how much they cost, their corresponding cost. So like week 26, for instance, if we go back, it's going to be all over the places though, but it's pulling things. Again, it depends on how you want it to design it, but it's pulling things from what I sold and how much I pay for it, regardless of when I purchase it. But it's condensing those here for me, and then I can see, because if I purchase stocks but I didn't sell the stocks, it's not going to pull data here for me. If I recall well how I put my formula, because it's and I think that's the way I design it. It's going to pull transaction stocks that are sold, their purchases amount here for me. If I purchase a stock that I didn't sell, I purchased a stocks during that week that I didn't sell, chances are it's not going to pull it here for me. So here is pulling stocks that I sold and how much it cost me to buy and the profit that I generated on it. So I think that's the way I designed this spreadsheet, and so forth. So, and then I have it by the month as well, but again, it's based on stocks that are sold. It'll pull the cost of those stocks to the spreadsheet, and maybe I should tarot those better, like complete a trade, for instance, so that I can remember that those are stocks that are purchased and sold, and is pulling data based on those stocks that are sold and how much it cost me to buy, even if I purchased them in 2024 and sold them in 2026, and type of things. But again, you can design it based on what you want to track. And then I have those report calculating the rate of return, and I have multiple different ways to calculate it here, but I prefer the one that are related to stocks that are sold and how much I pay for them. Those two type of variable to calculate the profit and the profit or the return. Based on those things, I like those type of return better, calculate based on those better, rather than factor in stocks that I purchased but I have not sold yet. I prefer to just calculate the return on stocks that I sold, how much I pay for them, the profit that I generate from that transactions, and the rate of return on that. I like that return better than factor in all the stocks that I purchased during the year and all the stocks that are sold during the year. And I think for the strategy that I'm using, when I can purchase stocks and sell it another year, it does not capture the return that I'm trying to analyze, because I like to see if my strategy is working for me. But that is, how I create the spreadsheet and have those simple formula. And my formulas are mainly some if that I use to be able to pull report from the tab that I do my manual entry on. I can pull report to other, I can pull different report by just creating those additional tab and use some if to pull numbers from my main tab. And I have a manual entry tab for dividend payment as well, that I manually enter those dividend payment. But yeah, that is without using complex calculations. That is how I try to analyze the performance of the strategy that I'm using in relation to the goal that I'm trying to reach, which is to create another stream of income that over time will equate our living expenses, and over time match our paycheck, and over time exceed it as well. and I just, go from there. So thank you so much for watching our videos. So today we are going to analyze STLD as of July 12, 2026. Okay, so I have not purchased these stocks yet, and I like to purchase it at this support line. So it reached all-time highest price this year, and it could well be on its way down, but it's not there yet. So therefore, it's not in my buying zone yet. So how do you track performance of your trade? To see if the strategy you are using, if you are is in sync with the goal you are trying to reach, you are trying to work toward. So thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. Thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi, and on our channel we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence. And swing trading could allow you to generate another stream of income. Just start slowly, but surely you'll get there. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional trader. I just like to swing trade in my husband and I joint taxable brokerage account and share here with you why it's working for us, why it's not working. And yeah, and pretty much if you find some tips useful, you can customize them to fit your personality type, your risk tolerance, and use that in your own financial success journey. Will you please proceed with caution? And when it comes to tracking those, you can again track those earnings in a way that you can estimate if you are doing it in a taxable account, you can estimate your estimated tax and pay those on a quarterly basis as well. For more videos in this series, will you please check the playlist How to Start Swing Trading Step by Step using long option line in the description of this video. And this video is brought to you by our online store Liberman.com. If you are looking for household reusable products like cloth napkins, pouches, tote bags, will you please check our online store Liberman.com. Thank you so much for your time. Happy swing trading.